Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy kickoff to Stampede Day. Is the start of Stampede here in Calgary. If you're familiar with the famous Calgary Stampede, it is an amazing time and lots of festivities and fun and Stampede barbecues and all the stuff going on in the city today. It all kicks off today with a parade that probably started for like right now, right at 9. I would assume it's going on right now. I'm here in my office, but anyway, it is going to be a great week. We're going to have a great weekend. It's going to be warm this weekend, so that's always good, right? The weather's going to hopefully cooperate. We had the most wicked hail, if I can get my words out, hailstorm go through our city last night just before bed. Oh my goodness, it was like, I thought the roof, the sides were coming off the house. It was crazy. And when I went for my walk this morning, like I walk along a paved path, underneath all the trees, there was these like all the leaves that had like that got damaged last night, all the leaves on the ground. It was like crazy. I took a look around. None of my flowers got really too bad, but I think I was on the community page for our community, and it looks like a lot of people were showing like hail in the palm of their hand, like a golf ball, kind of crazy. Anyway, that happened last night. Today it's a beautiful sunny day. You just never know, right? You don't like the weather? Wait 5 minutes. That's what they say, right? How are you doing? Hello, Kathy. Thank you for being here with me. Good morning. Good morning. Happy to, Barbara says, hello, happy to be joining you from Northeast Wisconsin. Rain predicted for the next 5 days. Well, you know, I have a new appreciation for rain since we've had all those forest fires last year here in Alberta and BC. Hopefully rain is a good thing where you're from as well. Hi, Anita. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Janet. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this card today. This one's going to be, I think you're going to like this one. We're playing with the Citrus Blooms, my last card of the week, my 5th card. I can't even believe it. I always say that on Friday, like how does the time fly by so quickly? I had my craft and chat with my team last night. We join each other on Zoom and we craft and we chat, and it's always so fun to talk to the ladies and see what they're up to. I was making scrapbook layouts. There was another lady that was doing an amazing job. Hi, Elaine. Working on her paper pumpkin cards. So it's really cool to just be able to, we have team meeting every single month, right, on Zoom, but it's a lot of times, like on the Zoom call, the meeting, we have an agenda and we get through the agenda and we don't get a lot of time to visit. So last night we had our team craft and chat. We do this the first Thursday of every month from 6 to 8. It's such a fun time to see what everyone's doing, just really laid back. Turn on the Zoom, join for a couple hours, and people can pop in or pop out whenever they want. It's nice to see what everybody's up to. All right, let's get started. I'm going to flip the camera and share with you. We're going to play with a blue card today. We're going to bring in all those blue features from that amazing paper. The Mediterranean Blooms is the suite. I really think you want to get the entire suite because you're going to want the paper and the gems. And of course, the bundle is what I'm focusing on. If you hit that $60 mark, you're going to qualify, and you use my host code, you're going to qualify. Wendy thought you'd be at the parade. No, you know what? My kids are older now, and well, I could have went to the parade for me, but it's kind of a rat race down there. I'm not going to lie. So I just decided to kind of stay clear of the crowd. And I like Stampede. I like to go and check it out. Maybe we'll go on another day, but it is super busy downtown. You got to go like really, really early and park far, far away. And no, I'd rather watch it on TV and join you guys here for Fun Fold Friday. All right, let's get started. Let's flip the camera and I'm going to share this card with you. It is a fun fold that you're going to want to make for sure. And I can't wait to send you the pieces. I was talking about what's going on. bonus days. Every $60 you spend in Canada, you're going to get a $6 coupon to be used in the month of August, right? So you're going to, if you qualified, if you hit that $60 mark, you're going to get a gift from Stampin' Up, the $6 coupon, and you're going to get my card kits for all 5 cards that I've made this week on these videos. If you choose, this week I'm giving you a choice. You can get the card kits, or you can get completed cards from my stash. Every day when I join you live every morning here, I make at least 3 cards. I make my sample, I make the Facebook Live, and then I do an Instagram reel. So I have a lot of cards, right? And you've seen them all. And people say, what do you do with your cards? Well, I give them as gifts. So this week you can choose to get 5 assorted surprise cards from my stash, or you can get the card kits for this week. Okay, Joan is asking, when does the Christmas mini come out? Okay, good question. Well, for demonstrators, if you're a demonstrator, you get to see it, view the PDF on the 24th of June. We get to pre-order, because this is a perk, we get to pre-order the 6th of August, okay? So we get to order a whole month early. So the 6th of August, we're going to be able to order from that catalog. I cannot wait to see it. On the 24th of July, I said June, didn't I? I'm still stuck in June. The 24th of July at 1 p.m., they're going to release the PDF so we can go and view it. So let's see. No, not yet. I'm not sure what Jennifer was responding to there. Yeah, so 24th of July, we can see it at 1 p.m. I do a Zoom with my team so that we can all view it together and ooh and ah over it together. So I can't wait to see it. And then we get to order on August 6th. It'll be perfect time to get that in and play with it in the month of August, and then get going for the live when it goes live in September for customers. All right, I think I've answered your questions, and alive even. Oh, I'm missing your comments. They fly by so quickly. Seeing you live, it's after 4 here in the UK. 4 p.m. I think, right? Just before supper. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to come in. All right, let's flip the camera and get started so you can get on with your Friday and on with your weekend. Here we go. All right, there's the blue, blue, blue sky. I tell you, when I went to bed last night, it was not a blue, blue sky. It was orange and gray and all the colors from that big storm. Okay, bringing in my full sheet of balmy blue here because I want to start this card right from the start. I'll show you how to cut it. Do you want to see it? Do you like to see the card at the beginning? Let me show you what we're making today. We are going to make, look at this card. This card is, I'm calling it my bookmark card, but I was inspired by Rachel Tessman. She called it a bookshelf card because look, you can actually stand it on a bookshelf like that. So this card, I'm bringing in a new bundle that I want to share with you in addition to Citrus Blooms. So it folds up, and yes, indeed, it fits into our card, our envelope, and we have a little bookmark here on the side. Thanks for the love, you guys. I see your hearts. Thank you so much. This can be used as a bookmark if you have readers in your life, people that love to read. This will be a great card. Hello, friend. This is for you. I think you guys like this one from all the hearts. You're the best kind of person, and then happy birthday. All right, let's get into this card. I love these blueprints from the Citrus Blooms, or the Mediterranean Blooms suite. So pretty. And then the orange, I want to share with you what I did. I sat here this morning with my coffee, and I took this sheet of paper and I cut out all of these images because we have dies. The Citrus Bloom dies are absolutely amazing. You get 15 of them. And I've got one more sitting on my machine that I was going to cut out. So this one here cuts out the double oranges. And then this one down here cuts out the single oranges. I was showing you this all week, right? You get both of these sheets of dies. So amazing. So I sat down and I cut them all out. And here's what I got. I got a whole bunch. I got some these are triples actually. I said doubles, but they're triple oranges. And look how amazing these are. The dies just cut them out. You've watched me color them all week long, but now I'm just showing you that you got to get the DSP because look how amazing that is, right? Got all of these out of one sheet of designer series paper. So I'm going to send you the designer. You do need to have your bundle when you purchase from me using this host code. When you get my kits, you do need to have your own bundle. I don't run the dies through, but I'm going to give you a piece of designer series paper, plunk your die on there and run it through your cut and emboss machine, and you'll be good to go. All right. So, and of course the stamps, right? When you buy the bundle, you're going to get these amazing stamps. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start off with a balmy blue piece of cardstock, and we are going to cut it. I'm going to get this up and running today, guys. You'll see this PDF. I'll post the pictures and all the measurements, and my PDF is, it's for you to take the measurements and to recreate this card using whatever suite you want. But of course, you're going to want the Mediterranean Blooms. I know you are, because it's such an amazing suite. All right, everyone. Debbie says, morning all. I already took advantage of the coupons. It's only beginning of July. And you got $24 in coupons. Yes, Debbie. Way to stack up those coupons already. Thanks so much, Barbara. I'm so happy you like this one. Yes, Linda. I love Rachel. Rachel Tessman is amazing. Maggie says, I can definitely see me making these for my book reading friends. Yes, Maggie, I hope you're feeling well. Wishing you a speedy recovery, my friend. Hello, Allison. Thank you for joining me. It's good to see you here. All right, let's get started. Where do I post the PDF for this card today, Elaine? On my blog. My blog address is rosecoleman.com. Simple, easy. As long as you remember my name, you'll be able to find me. And I'll be posting that on my blog. And then as soon as I get it posted, I do often go on to Facebook and give you a heads up that it's been posted. So watch for that. All right, 8.5 by 5.5. So we're going to take this cardstock. We're going to pop it in. We're going to cut it normal card size. This is another reason why I like this card. You can get 2 out of a sheet. So we're going to take this now and we're going to pop it back into the trimmer, and we're going to cut a line on both sides at the 1-inch mark. Okay, so we're going to take the cardstock. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to move my trimmer over. I'm lining it up at the 1-inch mark on the right hand side of my trimmer so that I can hold on to the cardstock with my left hand. Okay, so we're lining it up at the 1-inch. We're going to pierce the cardstock at 1 inch. So let me grab my cutting tool, and I'm using the increments on the side of the arm of my cutting tool or my trimmer. I'm going to pierce the cardstock at 1 inch, and we're going to slide that back to 5.25 inches. Okay, so there's our first track. Let me show you what that looks like, this track. Now we need one on the other side, so we're just going to simply flip over the cardstock and do the same thing on the other side. So 1 inch. So here we go, 1 inch. We're going to pierce the cardstock, and then we'll pull the blade back to 5.25. All right, easy peasy, right? So now we've got our 2 cut lines here. Now we got to do a bunch of score marks. So here we go. We're going to score, pop this back in. We're going to score it at 1 inch. Let me get my little paper thingy going on here. It's buckling on me. Okay, so we've got 1 inch. We're going to do score all the way down. At the 1 inch mark, we're going to score in between. So we need to score this inside piece, okay? So we're not going to score the edges. We're just going to score inside. So line up at the 1 inch, and we're going to do our score mark inside here. Okay, so we're going to just use the light gray scoring tool and score the inside like that. Okay, see how I didn't extend the score line to the top and bottom? It's just right there. And then the next line that we're going to score just on the inside is at the 2 inch mark. So lining up our scoring tool like that. And if you're wondering how do you do this, I want to show you from close up here. So on these tools, we have a little part right there. You see that dot on my score? That's where the blade is, right underneath that. And these lines here help you to line up. So when I use this, I'm sorry for the closeness, but I want to show you. When I use this, I'm lining this line up with the 1 inch mark. Okay, so that's a little visual on how these little markers work. Okay, so we're doing so we've got a 1 inch line and we've got a 2 inch line. Hi, Lise from Ontario. Thank you for being here. And then we're going to go in again at the 4 1/4 inch mark, which remember 4 1/4 is half of our card base, right? But now what we want to do is we're going to do top and bottom. So we're not going to do the inside, we're going to do top and bottom because this is how we're going to fold our card. So I'm going top and then lift up, and then we'll do the bottom like that. And we have one more score line left, and that is at 6 3/8 of an inch. So we'll come down here, and that's over here. I've got 7 1/2. It's that one notch back from the 7 1/2. Okay, so 6 3/8 of an inch. And there we go. All right, so that's how it looks. And you can fold it up now. So you can fold it in the middle. Let's see here. Did I miss one? Oh, I missed my 5 1/4. I knew I missed one. 5 1/4. So let's see. 5 1/4. Sorry about that, guys. We got to do 5 1/4 again, just the inside. All right, so I'll go over that one more time. So on this, once you've got your 2 lines, we're going to do inside line at 1 inch, inside the lines at 2 inches, outside the lines at 4 1/4, outside the lines, or all the way down at 5 1/2, and then, sorry, inside the lines at 5 1/4, and then 6 3/8. All right, so this part over here, this is where my, let's bring back the card and show you what I'm looking at. That's where my bookmark is going to sit, okay? And the rest of these score lines are to make the structure for it to pop out like that. And then I added a piece of basic white to the back. I'll give you all those measurements as I go here. Okay, so we've got that. Now, let's just fold this up so I can see, and you guys can see the structure of this card. I'm going to grab my bone folder, and we're going to fold on this back score line here. And then we're going to fold on the middle score line. And this one, okay, let's start on this end. So we're going to go mountain, then valley, okay? Mountain, then valley, like that. All right, so there we have it. It's super easy, and it'll come together. All you got to do is start to fold up your card, and the score lines will fold naturally where they're supposed to. I'm just reinforcing them with my bone folder here. So now the rest is easy, right? Once you've got your card base cut, and don't worry, when I send you my card kits, this one will already be cut. I post the PDF with the measurements and the scoring measurements, the cutting and scoring measurements, so that you can recreate this card, because I know you're going to want to make many more of this one. Okay, so we have some cutting to do of our designer series paper. So we're bringing in this, I'm going to use this pattern today. So you're going to get this, but I'm already going to have it cut for you, but I want to show you how we start this off. So we've got a piece of DSP that's 4 by 5 1/4, our standard card front size. So you're going to get 6 of these out of a sheet of 12 by 12, which is great, right? 12 of these, you can make 12 of these with a full pack of designer series paper. Now what we want to do is we need to make this like the letter C, okay? So here's what we do. We pop this into the trimmer, and we're going to cut at 3/4 of an inch on all 3 sides to form that C shape, okay? So it doesn't really matter where you start. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to cut in, let's see, 3/4 of an inch. So I'm actually going to use, on the side of my trimmer, I have a little red mark at the 3/4 inch mark. So I'm going to use my cutting tool, and I'm going to cut up to that red mark on my measurement tool here, 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to do this on the other side as well, 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to cut coming from down to, I need 3/4 of an inch. Okay, let's see, how should I can't remember how I did that. Okay, maybe on this side, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it over, or you can flip it. Flip it, and if you want to cut from the bottom coming up, you can do it. You can do it by flipping over. So we're going to flip that over like that, and then all we need to do is cut those 2 ends. So we're going to put this back into the trimmer, and we're going to line it up at the 3/4 inch mark, pierce the cardstock at that 3/4 inch mark, and we're going to cut down like so. And then we're going to pull away, and then we've got this extra piece here that you can use for another card. But this is the piece we want that's shaped like a C that's going to go on the front of the card like this. Isn't that fun? I love it. I love, love, love that we're not even using that much of the DSP because I still got a big piece left over. All right, so now we're going to get rid of the trimmer, and let's go ahead and glue this down. So grab my liquid glue and add a little bit on my C. Okay. Even this pattern that I used yesterday on my card would look really sharp on this card. Like, you can change up your colors, change up your DSP. It's all about, you know, making it work for you with whatever products you have, right? But I really, really love this paper. It's so Italian looking to me. It reminds me, this paper reminds me of when we visited Italy on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. We went to the Amalfi Coast. Everything was about lemons and limoncello on the Amalfi Coast. It was so amazing, that trip. All because of Stampin' Up! And you guys for supporting me. I went on that trip and it was like out of this world. Okay, so now we've got another piece of designer series paper that's going to go on the inside of here. So we've got a little background piece like that. This measures 3 by 3 1/4. We're going to go ahead and put that down. Look at, there's the lemons. See, you could change this up if you wanted to. You could just put that in there, have the lemons showing, and put a greeting on it, and you're done, right? But we're gonna bling this up a little bit further. So we're gonna put that piece right there. Then on the side panel where my bookmark is gonna go, I have another piece of designer series paper, the same as the what I just cut for the C. And we've got this, it's 1 and, let me look at my notes here. I think it's 1 7/8 by 6 3/4. But I'll double check my notes and get back to you, or I'll post them. And we've got a lip on the bottom. So this is going to make like a little pocket for your bookmark to go down into. And I didn't want the orange and the flowers there because I want to stick to my blue theme. So that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it like that, but I have also cut a little square to go on the front here. We're just going to cover that up so that it all looks the same. So let's just add a little bit of glue to that bottom flap like that, so that we can have all that blue showing. Okay, so this little square is just 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, just to cover that up. So now we need something to hold that little pocket together. So I've got a piece of balmy blue, 1 inch by 3 inch, and I've scored at 1/2 inch all on the ends. So we're going to add that to our pocket down here, and it's going to wrap around like that, just to kind of secure that pocket. So let's go ahead and put some liquid glue on the tabs. And we're not putting any glue on the inside of that pocket because I want it to be glue free so that I can slip my bookmark in there. So let's take this and we'll put it on the front of the card. I'm actually going to put it right up flush with the top of this little slot, little package, if you will. This little pocket. Pocket is the word. Pocket for our bookmark. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap that around like that and secure it. Give the glue a minute to secure. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring in, we have some new white ribbon. I'm super excited about this. The online exclusives went live 2 days ago on July 3rd. And one of the ribbons that I got in my pre-order is this white, it's called Frayed Grosgrain Ribbon. And it is so, can you see that in the camera? It is so soft and it's got frayed edges. I thought this one would be nice to bring in. So I'm going to wrap that around my little pocket here. So I'm going to grab some tear and tape, and we're going to add some tear and tape to this pocket. So let's see here. We'll go around. I'm going to put a piece at the back, and I'm just going to wrap it right around the front and wrap it around the back. Easy peasy. And then you can peel off the backing, and then we're just going to take that ribbon and adhere it down onto the tear and tape like that. Wrap around the front and end it off at the back. And we're going to snip that. So you're going to get this, I'm going to share this ribbon with you this week as well in your kits. If you choose choose that gift to get your kits. Now on the back, I learned this from my good friend Christine Bertram. Let's make a little sandwich of this ribbon because you don't want this to fall out, right? There's nothing any worse than making a nice card and then you put your ribbon on and then it slips out from the in behind and you've got all the layers glued down and you can't get that ribbon back in, right? So make sure you glue your ribbon down with this nice tear and tape sandwich. Okay, so then we'll peel off the backing, okay? And then I'm gonna bring in my liquid glue and then we're gonna put this pocket down on that part of the card. So I'm just adding extra glue here to the parts that don't have the tear and tape. And there's my glue picking up that frayed ribbon. Okay, so this is gonna go right here. So just gently lower that down, make sure it's all even on all the edges. You get a little bit of wiggle room before the glue sets up, and then once it sets up, ooh, it's done. It is a very, very strong glue. Okay, so there's our pocket for our bookmark. Isn't that fun? I love that white ribbon. Okay, so for the bookmark, we have a piece of balmy blue, and then I'm pulling in the coordinating navy designer series paper with the little daisies on it. So we're gonna glue that down and we're gonna get this going here. So, okay, this is our bookmark. Those avid readers on your wish list, you definitely want to give them a card like this because then they can pull the bookmark out and use it. All right, so that's going to sit right, slide that right in here like that. Isn't that fun? So to decorate this, let's see, what else we got here? We got to get our focal image. So I'm going to bring in these oranges. I'm going to want to use the small one here with the single orange. That's going to go right here. And I love the pop of the orange color. It stands out so nicely against that blue background. So that's going to go there. And we're going to add it with dimensionals. So let's grab some dimensionals here. I think I got a new sheet. Yes. Okay. So we'll get back to the bookmark in a second because I want to show you this new bundle that I'm super excited about. I love punches. Stampin' Up! Punches are out of this world. And this catalog has options of several different bundles. You can choose either to get the punch or the dies. So I love that new feature that they're offering us because if you're a die fan, you can get the dies. If you're a punch fan, you can get the punch. Or you could get both if you wanted to, right? So what I'm talking about is, let me bring it in now and show you what I mean. This is the Keeping Tabs bundle. Oh my goodness. This is the punch. It's called Keeping Tabs. It's a tab punch. And you get the stamp set, which is photopolymer. And there are so many different stamps in here you can use. So we're going to play with this one here because I thought it matched the paper nicely. But look at this. You get everything. You get birthday, happy holidays, hello friend. You can make a list. You can do tabs if you have cookbooks at home or journals. You can add your own tabs easily enough. This is a fantastic punch. I use the punch. I got the punch, but you can also get the dies in the catalog. If you prefer the dies. Let me show you where this is in the catalog. So if you have the catalog, or if you don't have the catalog, even better, you can just go right onto the website and see, just type in the word tabs and hit search and this will come up. It's called Keeping Tabs. So you have a choice of, you can get the die, right? Or you can get the punch. So if you want to get the die bundle, it's $163. I've got it on my sticky note here. So the bundle for the die is $163,549 for $38.50. But if you want the punch, right, the quick and easy punch, the bundle is $163,540 for $52. So you're very close at $52. You can add a little bit to your order and you can get to that $60 mark and get a bonus day coupon. Look at the samples they've made in the catalog. So inspiring, right? You can make up some really fun cards. They've even used it here as a background. So really, really awesome bundle. And I wanted to play with it today to show you some features about it. So let's bring in some scrap paper and we're going to make our greeting for this card. So I'm going to bring in this stamp right here. I thought it matched. Like, I didn't really know how amazing this was as per usual until I start using it. So this stamp, this is how they've got them on the they've designed them. It's almost like a double, but it coordinates with the punch. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to stamp that with Night of Navy. Let's bring in my Night of Navy ink pad here. And we're going to stamp on this scrap piece of white and stamp it this way, straight down and straight up. Okay, look at that. Look at the details. Isn't that amazing? So then we can add something. I really like this one because there's a white space where I can add something else. So from the stamp set, I'm going to add Hello Friend right there, that little one. So I've got that on my block. I'm going to just use the same Night of Navy. You could change it up and use a different color, but I'm kind of monochromatic with this card that I'm making. So I'm going to stick with my Night of Navy and I'm just going to stamp right there in the white space. Hello Friend. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I'm totally in love with this bundle now. All right, so now let's bring the punch in and we'll punch this out. So we're going to punch this. Now, I know this is not included with the citrus blooms, but I'm going to send you this punched out piece, and then you can use whatever stamps you have at home to do yours. So here's what you're going to get in your bundle this week. You're going to get a piece. Let me punch out this scrap piece here. I'm going to send you, oh, that's not big enough. I'm going to send you a piece punched out. Let's use this piece here like this. And you're going to be like, what is that for? And then you'll need to refer to the video. But what you can do, you can still use this, right? I'll send you two actually, because you're going to need one for the bookmark as well. You could cut it in half, but what I wanted to do, I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to make it easy. And I'm going to add glue to both edges like this. A little bit of glue up here and a little bit of glue down here. And we're going to bring back my card base and we're going to add that to this little lip down here. I hope you can see what I'm doing. This little lip down here. We're going to take our tab piece and I want the Hello Friend. I should have folded it first and burnished it with my bone folder, but I didn't do that. That's okay. We'll still make it work. So I'm coming in here. I'm going to stick that down at the back and then I'm going to fold it over the front. And when I'm happy with the position, we're just going to press it together and let that glue adhere. Isn't that fun? What a fun way to add a greeting to a card. So there we go. We've got our greeting right there and it all matches with the navy. And then I thought, oh my goodness, well, let's do the bookmark because we can do this on the bookmark as well. And so for the bookmark, we have our balmy blue with our DSP. So I thought, oh, I can probably add this at the top and, and use that for our bookmark. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to grab that same stamp, keep it all coordinated, but you do have other shapes. I could have went with the stripes. I could have went with the polka dots, but I'm going to go with the same one and we'll stamp. So this is what it's going to be like for you guys when you get your piece, because I'm going to send you this piece. And if you're worried about stamping on it, you shouldn't because it's photopolymer. And I'm just grabbing my silicone mat here because I find I can see a whole lot better when I put things on my silicone mat. That's much better. Now I can see the background and I can line up my stamped image right over top. Just hover over top. And then when you think you've got it, I'm trying not to get my head in the camera, stamp straight down and straight up. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, it worked out. All right, so now we still got that white space. How about we put for you, right? You could do that for you because this is going to be their gift that they take away from the card. So we're going to stamp for you. Got that. Glad I had it on a block. Nope, I must have taken it off. Let's grab that from the stamp set for you. All right, so let's just grab a little block here and we're going to stamp that on there with the Night of Navy. Hovering over and stamping straight down and straight up. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fold in half, and you could take your bone folder and score on that little center line of the tag, and then we're going to put this on the top of our bookmark. Now I want to warn you, you don't want to put it too high because when you're putting this onto your top and if you just put it on the edge, you're probably going to be out over the top of your card and you won't be able to fit it in an envelope. So you want to gauge this really carefully when you're doing this so that your card will still fit in an envelope. So again, I'm going to add my glue to the tag here and front and back. And you can use your Glass Mat Studio. If you have the Glass Mat Studio, we know we can use the measurements, right? So I can't go off the edge of the card. So let's use this line here. I'm going to line up my card and I'm going to line up my bookmark right next to it. And I don't want my bookmark edge to go off the, I'm just going to line it up like this to make sure. Then that looks really good to me. I'm not going off. I'm lining everything up with my card. All right, so then press that down. And then last but not least, we're going to punch a hole through there. So you can use whatever hole punch you have available to you. I'm just going to use my Crocodile, the small hole punch here on my Crocodile. Punch a hole right there. And then we're going to grab a little bit more of that ribbon, the frayed grosgrain white frayed ribbon. And I'm going to send you probably, let's do 5 inches and make sure that works. And what you want to do with this, it is called frayed ribbon. It's supposed to fray. So that's the look you're going for with this ribbon, okay? But we're going to fold it in half like this. And I like to do this. I like to fold it in half. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut both pieces so that I got that little point. I'm going to take that little point and we're going to come in from the back of the bookmark here. Squish it together so you can actually feed that through. And then pull both pieces together carefully. Make sure you got them both. They might need a little convincing. There we go. So you see what I did there? I pulled both through the front and we've got that loop. Now that loop is where we want to take our ends and tuck into the loop. And that's what's going to secure the top of our bookmark. All right, so let's just make sure we get that in there. Then you want to be very careful. Do little short pulls. Don't yank on it too hard because you may tear your cardstock and you don't want that, right? So I like to do one at a time. And there we go. Okay, so there's our top of our bookmark. You can trim that a little bit shorter because it will start to fray as you play with it. But that's the look. It's called frayed ribbon. It's supposed to look like that. So there we go. We can put that in here. And then when you go to put it in your card, you can fold this down. You can fold it over the back if you want to. If you do make a mistake and you stick this up too high and you can't fit it in, it's no big deal. You can take this to your trimmer and trim the bottom. There's a way to fix everything, right? Okay, so now the back. So you're probably thinking, where are you going to sign this thing? Well, on the back right here, we've got a piece of cardstock that's the same size as the DSP I put in the middle. So that's going to go right here. So for the front, we're saying hello friend for you, but I want to make this a birthday card. So from the Citrus Blooms stamp set, we're going to use You're the Best Kind of Person. I love that greeting. We're going to use that one with Night of Navy. Let me get all my little bits off my desk here. All right, so Night of Navy, and we're going to stamp that in the middle. Right there, You're the Best Kind of Person. And then we have from the Keeping Tabs stamp set, we're going to stamp Happy Birthday right there. There's a double font, Happy Birthday. So we're going to tap on the navy and stamp that right underneath, right there. And then to bling it all off and to finish it off, we're going to add a little more DSP, and this will be in your kit as well, so we'll add that to the bottom. It just kind of makes it all come together nicely. We'll add a little bit of glue to the bottom of this piece, and then we'll put that DSP on. Don't waste your little strips of DSP because they look so sharp when you put them on your card like that. All right, so then we'll add our glue and we'll put this on the back of the card. And then one more thing we have to do is add some bling. This card has everything. It has ribbon, it's going to have bling. This is the one. This is the card of the week. Well, I mean, just stay tuned. I'm going to show you all of them. But there's the back. You have plenty of room to sign there. And there's the front. Folds together like this so it fits in the envelope. But this amazing suite has bling. And I got my order yesterday. I ordered 2 extra packs of this bling so that I can share this with you guys. Now, you get navy, you get the yellowish, like Daffodil Delight, and you also get the clear bling. So for this card, I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool, as always, and I'm going to use a big one. I thought about doing a faux bow down here on the bookmark, but I thought, no, it's going to make it extra bulky. So I'm just going to take one of these large bling. They're not called bling. They're called Opal Rounds Assortment. We're putting one right there on the pocket for the bookmark. And then I'm going to grab a small one. I'm going to put that right on the greeting right there. And then I'm going to add another one. You can add it to the background. I'm just going to add that back there as a little element of interest. And there we have it, my friends. Your favorite card of the week, Maggie. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much for your feedback. There we go. So it folds together like this. A little delight for the person that's receiving. They've got a bookmark they can use and they will never forget you. You know what? You could also add a piece of DSP to the background of that, or you could even sign right on the balmy blue. So then they will always remember where their fancy bookmark came from. And then the background. There we go. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's do a little weekly recap. I love to do a weekly recap for you. Oops. Sorry. Oop, my goodness. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to raise up my camera so that you can see all the cards I've done this week. Let's see. Let's do a recap. Monday, it was Global Design Project, and I'm so honored that they chose me as the Case the Designer this week. This is what I printed out. They found this card of mine and they said we were going to case a suggestion this week. So this week's not over. You can still play along with Global Design Project Challenge. So I cased my own card and I made this one. If you missed it, I took that large die that comes with the citrus blooms and I chopped it. I did the side panels right there in the window and I did the top and bottom like that. So there's Monday's card. Tuesday, we went on to another fun color combo. And where's my Tuesday card is in my package here, but the one I made had, oh, here it is. This one, because this one has bling on it, and it has the sparkle. Can you see? Look at that. The Wink Estella is still sparkling from Tuesday. So this one is my Tuesday card. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, we played with a little bit of a different color. We cased the catalog and we did some fresh freesia with our summer splash and peach pie. And this is a new tag that came out with the online exclusives this week that you can get your hands on. It's in the Greetings for the Season bundle. In case you missed that, this is part of one of the amazing online exclusives that they released, this stamp set. And these, I haven't gotten them on my magnetic sheets yet, but look at all the amazing dies you get with this one. So that's available right now in the online store. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday was yesterday. And we made this card here. And I showed you how to do that large die just on the card front itself to just create a beautiful window. And then this Daffodil Delight and the oval, again, is from those dies from the Greetings of the Season that you can get in the online store right now. So there's my Thursday card. And last but not least, we have the pretty, pretty blue card from showing all the designer series like paper, because you've got one side is blue and then all the other sides have, you know, the images like you see here, the oranges, the lemons, and it is wonderfully Mediterranean. It reminds me of Italy, as I mentioned, and the Amalfi Coast with all the lemons and the limoncello. Love, love, love everything about Mediterranean blooms. I really think you should grab this entire suite. You're going to love having it. I had to order more paper because I want to scrapbook my Italy pictures. Super fun, super beautiful, sweet. So once again, thank you so much for joining me this week. I had a blast playing with Mediterranean blooms, and citrus blooms is the bundle, but the entire suite is called Mediterranean blooms. So I hope I've inspired you to go grab that amazing bundle and have a blast playing with it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Carol Ann. I wish you all a great weekend. It's Friday. Kickoff the Stampede here in Calgary. So hopefully we have a great Stampede week. We are mostly out of the woods with the water main break emergency here in Calgary. We can now use water inside our homes. We haven't been given the okay to water our lawns and our trees yet, but at least we are free to do our laundry and dishes as we want. So that's always a good thing. So good news is always welcomed, right? So have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. If you have any questions about anything with Stampin' Up, please send me a message. And I wish you all a fantastic weekend. We'll see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.